Hello, this is Heidi, and this week I'm going to talk about flirting. That was my attempt at a suggestive look, which failed, obviously. So, we got a question regarding whether or not it's okay to flirt. Whether it's just, if you're someone who, might not be interested in forming any romantic attachments, but you still enjoy flirting, whether that's okay. Honestly, I think yes, because flirting isn't always an indicator of interest in romantic or sexual ways. Actually, I was curious about what constitutes as flirting, because the fact is that people will always misconstrue things you say. This is just a fact of life. So I decided to do a little research. Wikipedia is my friend! Let's see. Scroll. Purpose of flirting. I always love that. People flirt for a variety of reasons. Flirting can indicate an interest in a deeper personal relationship with another person, and some person flirts simply for amusement with no intention of developing any further relationship. This type of flirting sometimes faces disapproval from others because it can be misinterpreted as more serious, which is something that a lot of people do, or may be viewed as cheating if a person is already in a committed relationship with someone else. Alright, so let's see what types of things constitute flirting. Eye contact. This is Western culture. Eye contact, batting eyelashes, staring, winking, etc. What is it, etc.? What does that even mean? I mean, I know what etc. means, but that's kind of vague. Protean signals, such as touching one's hair, giggling or laughing encouragingly at any slight hint of intimacy in the other's behavior. What if they made a joke and you just find it funny? I don't know. Casual touches, such as a woman gently touching a man's arm during conversation. Oh, okay. Smiling suggestively. Okay, I don't know what a suggestive smile is. Is it like that kind of thing, or is it that kind of thing? I don't know. Sending notes, poems, or small gifts. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing flattery regarding beauty or sexual attractiveness. Note, I guess it's flattery. It cannot, be about their intelligence or other aspects. Don't count. Online chat, texting, and another one-on-one direct messaging services while hinting affection. I guess you need to drop hints about your affection. Footsie. Not to be confused with when you violently stomp on people's feet for fun. Like this. Okay. A form of flirtation in which people use their feet to play with each other's feet. This generally takes place under a table or bed while rubbing feet. Participants often remove their shoes and play barefoot. However, it can also be played in socks or wearing shoes. Though this method can backfire, as the general opinion of feet can depend on the culture and society of the area. I'd love to see footsie backfiring. I think there's actually been some, media representations of footsie backfiring, but it's hilarious, and I don't do footsie because that's kind of... I have foot problems. Teasing. Okay, banter. Oh, I am guilty of that one so much. Banter. Staging of chance encounters. Doesn't it consist of... I would think that would kind of fall under stalking, but okay. Imitating of behaviors, e.g. taking a drink while the other person takes a drink, changing posture as the other does, etc. Okay, I guess imitation is the finest form of flattery, but it's very awkward. Coyness, affectedly shy or modest, marked by cute, coquettish, or artful playfulness, e.g. pickup lines. I don't think pickup lines are generally actually taken seriously anymore, but okay. Giving flying kisses. Okay, singing love songs in presence of... Yeah, that's obvious. And maintaining very short distance during casual talking, not to be confused when you're in a, I guess, your group. And then peacocking, where a man dresses up in order to attract a woman. Why is it only when... Okay, I don't know. The effectiveness of these several interactions have been subjected to detailed analysis by behavioral psychologists, and advice on their use is available from dating coaches. I did not know there was such a thing as dating coaches, but apparently they exist. I don't know. And now for my personal take. I'm apparently, according to some people, a natural flirt, which always bothers me. Because I don't mean to be. At all. And this is why I have to look these things up, because I don't know what counts as flirting, because apparently I'm horrible at it. In fact, there was one time I was talking to a therapist of mine a while back, and she was talking to me about flirting, and I was talking about how I don't like it, and I talked about how I normally interact with people, you know, saying, "Hi, how are you doing? Oh, I'm fine," or saying things, and she's like, "That's flirting." I'm like, really? What? That doesn't, no. I don't know, but then again, this is the same person who suspected that, who told me that you can't live a life without having sex at least once in your life, because it's like riding a roller coaster. You can't die before you do it, and my only response available was, "I hate roller coasters." So, when considering your potential interest in flirting, or just, you shouldn't have to worry about it, and you shouldn't have to worry about what other people do. I mean, it's you. You choose how you act, and unless you're being a complete asshole about it, which is possible, but I doubt it, then you shouldn't have to, you know, check yourself because of what other people expect your meaning to mean. So, see ya.